you're a Roblox developer, hire tool RBLXStats, and basically just to showcase some of the main features. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to get started, navigate the site, and use all the features to their max potential. All right, so let's start off with the basic functionality. You made a game and you want to search for it. So let's pick a random game off Roblox, which I already did to test with. And what you're going to do is paste the game's URL or place ID into this search bar right here and hit enter, and it'll load up your game just like this. All right, it's loaded. So this is a snapshot in time. This is the game's details. This is the very first time we're getting details for this game. It's just a snapshot, and we can't build a graph off of one data point. However, every time we fetch a snapshot like this, it'll be used to start building the game with historical data and populating these graphs you see here. And here's where the core feature of the tool comes in, which is tracking games. If you want to monitor your game continuously, you'll want to track it. So let me show you what a game that's tracked looks like, and first introduce you to the Game Explorer. This is the Game Explorer where we have all of the games in the database. And if there's a green dot, that means it's a tracked game, tracked by a user just like you. And if it's a blue dot, that means it's tracked by the system, which means we're fetching it from the Roblox charts and deciding it to track it with the system. And archived, that means that it's currently not being tracked. So that's the state of the game that we just searched up. It's not being tracked. So let's pick one of these games to take a look at. Just press. It's been tracked for a while, looks like. As you can see, we have the time heat map and then an overview of the player counts. And we can view the player game. Games is after 24 hours, they get assigned an engagement rating. And the engagement rating is basically the average of the live player count over the past 24 hours divided by the number of visits over the past 24 hours. And that's basically a good way of telling how many people are actually joining your game and staying, as opposed to leaving or joining, instantly leaving, and then just contributing a visit. And so, yeah, that's a benefit of tracking, is you get this engagement rating and you can see how it lines up to other games. So let's go to the game that we were just looking at. Okay, here's the game we were just looking at. Let me show you how to track it. Now, to track a game, you're going to need an account. All right, and I'm going to create an account for myself, and I don't want to share my first and last name, so let me just skip that. All right, I made an account, and all you have to do is just put in an email and password and then verify your email. It's super easy. And so, yeah, now I can track this game. I hit that, and boom, I'm tracking the game. Now, we collect data every hour, and in 24 hours, your game will get its very first engagement rating. And it'll be added to your personalized game dashboard whenever you load up the site. For your convenience, and your dashboard, but you don't want to track it, you can also bookmark it. So let me show you that real quick. Now here's that game in my dashboard, and I can see it every time I'm logged in. Here's where it gets interesting and where it starts to get useful beyond just the default charts that Roblox shows you as a developer. All you have to do to add a game to your compare set is just click this little plus stack icon on every single game, and it's going to add it to your compare tray. And throughout the site, you can hit that button on any game, even in the game details. You can add it or remove it. So let's go and track some of the top games, because that's always the most interesting. Now let me sort by most active now and clear this. Okay. Now I'm going to try comparing 6 games, because that's the limit, and why not? There, and there we go. We can see the metrics of each game side by side in a comprehensive graph with all the activity. And as you can see, that one of these games, it looks like Fish, had a giant spike, and it's kind of skewing the scaling of this entire graph. And so what we can do is actually cross this out, and then now we kind of have a more reasonable graph without that giant spike that's messing everything up. And statistics right next to each other, which is neat. And each game gets assigned a ranking based on player count. We can see Rivals, Fish, Dandy's World, all that. And what's cool is that you can actually save this set to look at later. And if you're logged in, it'll save to your account. And you can share this link. So if you send it, they'll be able to see this very same screen. And compare any game, and you don't have to compare 6. You can compare 3, you can compare 4, you can compare 2, and you can save as many sets as you want, and you can delete your sets. And you can also view your saved sets here, and up instantly as well. Okay, let me show you the next feature of this app. So yeah, we're back in this game details page. I'm sure you are wondering, what the heck is this in the corner? It is the site's AI agent, which I know you're probably sick of AI agents. Let me at least show you how she works. Basically, she's going to take in all the historical data for this game and give you an analysis. So as long as you're logged in, you can click Analyze, and it's going to take a second. More than a second? Okay, there we go. Analyze the game's traffic platform, player commitment, audience fit, growth trajectory, and some recommendations for the developer based on the metrics and genre. And yeah, when it's games as a whole, and give you more specific guidance, and you'll get performance and history or what any of the metrics mean and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the Today page, which isn't really a feature. It's mostly just a screen, but yeah. Okay, so this is a neat dashboard that shows Roblox platforms activity as a whole, well, more like RBLXStats platforms activity. And while we obviously aren't tracking every single game on Roblox, these numbers are a good insight into player spikes and dips that are happening overall. So you can see the spike here, probably all the people waking up to play Steal a Brain Rot before they go to school. And see what size games make up the RBLXStats platforms, how many mega games there are versus normal ones, device count ranges. And there's also some neat things to check out here, including the game that's increased in players the most in the past day, as well as games that people have tracked latest, and of course the expanded view of the current top 20 games. So yeah, overall, it's just a summary page with cool statistics and insights from more of a bird's eye view instead of just game specific. That basically wraps up all the main features of the site. But before I let you go, let me briefly explain how tracking works, since it can get kind of confusing if you think hard about it. So you're probably wondering, I see a game that's already being tracked. Why is it giving me the option to also track it? If you track a game that's already tracked, you put your claim on it. So let's say it's currently being system tracked because it's on the Roblox charts, but it goes off the Roblox charts. Your claim on that game will ensure that it keeps being tracked even when no longer tracked by the system. And if you put your claim on a game that's tracked by another user, you can ensure that it doesn't stop getting tracked if they decide to untrack it. Make sense? And if that doesn't make sense, you can just go up here and it'll explain everything to you. As I alluded to earlier in the video, it definitely wouldn't be feasible to store billions of rows of game data, so each user is limited to only a few games that they can track. So as a beta user, you can track up to 4 games as long as you verify your email. And I have some even more good news for you. While this is in beta, I want to encourage people to use it. You can actually request to become a pro user for free, and pro users can track up to 20 games, and in the future, maybe even get more benefits. So yeah, let me show you how to request to become a pro user. So you click this button to upgrade to pro, and all you have to do is fill out this form, put your Roblox username, explain why you want to use Pro, and submit the request. And then just have to join my Roblox group. And I'll look if you're actually in the group, and then upgrade you to Pro, and then you can track up to 20 games. Simple as that. And that takes me to /guide to Roblox stats. So yeah, remember that this is a personal project and it's in beta, so expect to experience some bugs. and also changes and improvements during the beta. And actually, if you do encounter a bug or have an idea for a feature, you can submit this form and potentially even have your quota increased if I think what you submitted is helpful. And yeah, I'm excited to make this tool better and add features you guys think would be useful. And in the description of this video, as well as my Twitter, if you want to ask me any questions. So yeah, listening, and see ya.